Sub-Zero versus Goki.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Bomb Show. I'm Wendy and it's great to be here. So check out the cool new piece we're showcasing in this episode. Introducing Sub-Zero from the nether realms of Mortal Kombat to the eagerly anticipated and premiere high-end 6-scale incarnation by Worldbox. Between this and Kidslogic Street Fighter line, we're headed in a great direction with old school fight fans. This incarnation of Mortal Kombat's Frozen Ninja is packaged in a very heavy grade slip cover box featuring beautiful oversized product photography, logos, and manufacturing info. Inside we get a full-size window box, clamshell trays, and of course the man himself, Sub-Zero. Let's get him out. Out of the box, Sub-Zero looks pretty damn cool, no pun intended. I'll admit, I'm way more of a Street Fighter fan than Mortal Kombat, but Jay was big on many of the early Mortal Kombat titles, and he was super excited about this guy. This would be our first choice from the Mortal Kombat universe, with Scorpion being a close second. Sub-Zero's outfit appears to be from the 2011 game simply titled Mortal Kombat. The figure itself looks fantastic. It's highly detailed and meticulously crafted. It certainly made a substantially better first impression on us than we expected. The tailoring on each of Sub-Zero's garments are well scaled and effective. The overall sculpting on the figure as well as his costuming is superb. And finally, the paint applications are precise, consistent, and realistic. Again, this figure appears to be above and beyond what we bargained for, even taking into account his modest price tag, at least by today's standards. Sub-Zero, as with all Mortal Kombat ninjas, is shrouded in secrecy and mystery. Let's strip this guy and see if we can shed some light on something. Oh, for NetherRealm's sake, the Frozen Assassin's got a limp biscuit. Anyway, underneath it all, Sub-Zero's base body looks great. The sculpting and anatomical elements are very well executed, and the paint applications are complementary as well. He's got 28 points of articulation, including double ball-jointed neck and ankles, 3-segmented ball-jointed torso, universal shoulders, elbows, and wrists, ball-jointed hips, and double-jointed knees. We would have loved double-jointed elbows, rotating biceps, and rolling shoulders, especially for a ninja, but it is what it is, and we don't seem to hear many other collectors as critical as we are with articulation standards. We almost always prefer posability over joint appearance. To us, these are action figures. If we're that concerned with seamlessness, we would buy more statues. Anyway, Sub's costume begins with his black ninja pants featuring baby blue trim, an elastic waist, and a looping belt which ties at the rear. Below that, we have a pair of ninja shoes featuring sculpted armor, lace and weathering detail, and a great paint job. Above that, we have Sub-Zero's left and right shin and knee armor set featuring great sculpted ornamentation and strap and wrap detail. Continuing upward, we have the super cool black ninja vest, which features baby blue trim, padding and micro stitch detail, and authentic silver rope and grommet detail down the sides. Next up, we have Sub-Zero's hands, which feature sculpted armor and strap detail, and a clean paint job. Just above that, we have the left and right forearm guards featuring great sculpted ornamentation and strap detail. And just above that, we have the matching bicep armor, which also feature very well sculpted ornamentation and strap details. Up top, we have Sub-Zero's all-black neck seal, which features a nifty snap button to keep it in place. Over that, we have the way cool faux leather ninja tabard featuring two-tone deco, black trimming, micro button details, and awesome amulet and ornamentation accents. Over that, we have the Freezing Assassin's equally impressive outer belt featuring more amazing sculpted ornamentation and rope detail, micro buttons, and authentic rope and grommet details at the sides. And finally, we have Sub-Zero's mask/head sculpt, which we really like. There's a great combination of textures and the paint job is sweet. But best of all, Sub has that cold and calculating stare going on that really defines his individuality. From head to toe, his entire costuming is loaded with super rich design and detail. We're very much impressed with this guy's overall appearance. As far as accessories go, Sub-Zero comes ready for combat. First off, we get the classic bloody skull and spine, which features an articulated jaw and neck joint for some pretty gruesome simulation. Sub also comes packed with a decapitated neck accessory for even more additional fatality dynamics. Unfortunately, Worldbox doesn't supply the head. Our favorite accessory comes in the form of a frozen sword, which features blood detail, of course, and a 3-segment design which conveniently lends the sword additional functions such as impaled mode with the additional blood splatted accessory. Or of course, you can just display Sub with a broken sword. Last but not least, we have 3 additional armored sculpted hands for a total of 5 hands in various poses, ranging from fist to accessory specific position. We were surprised that there was no stand included, but his accessories are quite unique and a stand is a stand. At the end of the day, we are pleasantly surprised with how much we like Sub-Zero. We expected something a bit lower end, but Worldbox have clearly put together a very competent and talented team of creative entities together for this project. Yeah, we would have done things different with the arm and shoulder articulation, especially for a martial arts based character. But the overall final product is very comparable to most of today's prominent manufacturers' releases. Simply put, we think many 6-scale and most Mortal Kombat fans will absolutely consider this guy the bomb, just like us. Bring on the rest of the combatants, Worldbox. Until next time.
Fatality.
Kidslogic's Gouki, also known as Akuma, comes packed in a 6-panel flip lid window style box, featuring awesome product photography, logos, and manufacturing info. Inside, we get the standard clamshell treatment to safely house and store the goodies contained within. Now let's get this bad boy out. Out of the box and fully set up, Goki looks great. He's super muscular and veiny. His mug is mean and appears to be that which only a mother could love. His overall look is very tattered and rough, and he looks exactly how he should, ready to terrorize and humiliate any and all opposition. Capcom fans around the world have finally got a line of high-end 6-scale Street Fighter figures to look forward to. Hopefully Kidslogic continues with a long line of Street Fighters and maybe even Capcom characters in general. We are sure excited about this line, and we're actually surprised it took this long for someone to make this happen. Goki's base body is very unique and surprisingly posable considering its stylized bulkiness. As far as actual articulation goes, Goki gets a quadruple ball-jointed neck, a 3-segment torso with 4 swivel points, and rubberized upper body overlay. Universal shoulders, hips, and wrists, double-jointed knees and elbows, swiveling biceps and thighs, double access point ankles, and folding feet with rubberized overlay for some super dynamic posability. The only thing this guy is really missing is 4-way shoulders, which would make his fully extended Hadouken pose possible. As far as Goki's outfit goes, we start with his all-blue gi bottoms, which feature a drawstring and loop waist tie, stitched wrinkle detail all around, and tattered leg ends. Below that we have his pair of sculpted twine sandals, which in most cases not very macho, but Gouki makes anything brutal and fashionably coarse. Up top we have the gi top featuring ripped off sleeves, interlaced ties, and wire lining all around for awesome garment manipulation. Next up we have his authentic rope tie where a belt would normally be worn. The provided insert gives detailed retie instructions so you can remove his top. Next up, we have the matching left and right sculpted rope gauntlets, again adding to the menacing and relentless nature of the mysterious warrior. Last but not least, up top we have Gouki's prayer beads, which appear to be authentic wood with a nifty wire threading for added dynamic contouring and posability. Gouki's costuming is very well designed and manufactured with a great overall appearance and convenient wiring and string ties. Finally, we have Gouki's portrait. Wow, what a fitting face for such a lost and savage soul. It's all there, the wrinkles and veins, the possessed-like brow and grimace, and of course the tied-up red hair and those piercing maniacal eyes, all of which make Gouki our most beloved Capcom supervillain. But wait, there's more. Gouki's eyes have a super devilish light-up feature to further provide an ominous warning to those who come in contact with his violent and aggressive nature. As far as accessories goes, Gouki is pretty bare. We get an extra pair of switch-out hands for a total of 4 hands, a left and right fist, and a left and right Hadoken posed hand. He doesn't require much else since he's only out to maliciously beat a hole in someone's face. Oh yeah, he does also come packed with a gooseneck stand with metal switch-out lower support and waist hugger options. There's also a nice Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition logo and Gouki name print on the base. What can we say? We love this guy. He's big, he's certainly bad, and he's a very unique figure from the ground up. You can't beat his price tag, and it's about time someone sheds some high-end light on Capcom's amazing collection of entities. Hopefully we get a full line of these guys, and how about Darkstalkers, please? Until next time, peace and love.